Talking about Resident Evil 2, we'll always start with Resident Evil 1.5, the unfinished abandoned version of the second game. There are playable versions of Resident Evil 1.5 online. It is an historical gaming footnote and is well worth anyone's time investigating. But we're here to talk about Resident Evil 2, what I regard and many others do as the finest sequel in video game history. This game takes the original concept of the first game and expands upon every aspect of the mystery, lore and the world that Raccoon City inhabits.
Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother Chris.
You'll be able to play as Leon Kennedy, a rookie cop, and Claire Redfield, Chris's sister, from the first game. The main experience of Resident Evil 2 is in Leon's Scenario A and Claire's Scenario B, with both players having stories individual to their own arc as well as interwoven series of events that will play out throughout the game.
Hey, get over here!
The gameplay and controls are the same in this game as the first one. Not quite up to the point of being able to quick turn yet, but the ammo refined, and the DualShock version adds in analog control and auto aim. All versions of the game do have some slight differences, but in all versions you can unlock First Survivor and the Tofu. This footage is from the GameCube version. Incidentally, the N64 version was the equivalent of 8 Super Mario 64 carts. That is a technical marvel to be able to cram this entire game on just one N64 cartridge with only 64 MB to spare. The cinematic feel of this game really blends with the puzzles and the horror, plus the amount of movie references in Resident Evil 2 is noteworthy for their abundance. There are some subtle nods and homages, but there are some comparable homages and influences on display here, from Evil Dead 2 to Aliens, and I'm pretty sure this bit is channeling Inner Space.
Time for this. Thanks for telling me.
And there are more specific homages lying about the place. I think someone at Capcom must have been a fan of Back to the Future, because the DeLorean can be seen at the beginning of Scenario B, and then in the Stars office there's a picture of Doc, Marty and Clara from Back to the Future 3 stuck to the bird. There are way more cutscenes and FMVs in Resident Evil 2 compared to the original game. Leon will mostly kick it with Ada, a mysterious woman searching for a boyfriend, and Claire will spend most of the time with Sherry as she's pursued by her father, William Birkin. But both of you are heading towards the lab to uncover the G-Virus's origins and wrap up the Umbrella conspiracy.
William! Oh my! Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Then there are the jump scares. This game will take some cheap shots at you. That damn licker that jumps through the window gets me every time after 20 years of playing this game. And Mr. X when he bursts through the wall twice. This game got everything right and was for the longest time the benchmark in survival horror games. In my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, Resident Evil. It's the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil 2 this year, and Capcom have been teasing a little bit of remake stuff for Resident Evil 2. I hope that it gets the same treatment as the first remake. Thanks for watching, and farewell.